What's up, everyone, and welcome to our reaction to the Destiny 2 Final Shape Showcase. I'm Jason, this is Mikey, and that's Gary.
Hey, yo.
So it's been a minute since we've done some gaming content on the channel.
Excited.
It's gonna change.
It's gonna change.
Yeah, there's definitely a lot more gaming content heading your way, guys. So if there's anything you guys are interested in wanting to check out from us, go ahead and drop it in the comments, and we'll see about adding it to our schedule.
Yeah.
But for now, we are going to be reacting to the showcase, which I think this is the one thing that we've just been most excited about is the conclusion to the saga.
Yeah.
Because the story is so good, so it's finally great that we're starting to get the wrap-up end of it.
Now, we will say, Lightfall did
It didn't hit the mark.
It didn't hit the mark.
Yeah.
And they ended up including things later in this other seasons that should have been included with the expansion when it came out.
Yep.
But
yeah, but that's like here or there. I mean,
exactly.
If I had to guess, just based off past showcases, we're probably gonna get like a trailer for Final Shape, and then we're also gonna get stuff about the next season. They always do that too.
That's what I'm expecting.
Because if I'm correct, Season of the Deep ends today.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
and the next season starts today. Like.
Okay.
So is it Season of the Redacted? Is that what it is?
That's what they just call it heading into the season. God damn it.
Yes.
Yes.
Well, 15 seconds to go. Is there any predictions you guys have? Do we get any new darkness abilities?
Ooh.
I want to say yes, but
I don't know.
I hope so.
I hope so too.
I want that third darkness subclass.
All right, here we go.
Like many of you, I've been playing games as long as I can remember. They're a core part of what makes me who I am. I believe there's this deeply rooted, often unstated mission of games to keep adventure alive. In 2014, Bungie set out to start a new adventure. Heroes awakened on a desolate planet. A silent god set in our sky. And it wouldn't be long before an ancient enemy, shrouded in darkness, showed up at humanity's door to destroy us. Over the years, our heroes would shape a story far greater than anything we could have imagined. Players would explore deep into the depths of Venus, hunting a machine god that controlled time itself. They'd invent ways to combine their mythic weaponry.
This is pretty cool, going over the last 10 years.
Right.
To stand alone against monsters that took others.
Just reminded me of all the mystery that surrounded this game back in
Dude,
D1.
did you guys see his shoes? He's got PlayStation like high tops on right now.
Oh, that's sick.
Emerged victorious at dawn, clutching the heart of a dragon.
Do you guys see the Destiny sunglasses?
Friends and their
They're
families.
sick. I'll send it to you guys.
Together.
Remember these trailers back in the day?
Yeah, these trailers are cool. Live action trailers.
Now, together, we approach the final shape.
That's crazy.
So long.
We're about to embark on the last expedition of Destiny's first saga. So let's be clear about the stakes. In the final shape, you will go inside the Traveler. The journey will be difficult. And what awaits on the other side of this trek is nothing less than the deadliest entity we have ever faced. There will be no open betas. There aren't going to be any guides on the internet telling you how to handle what's to come.
Not yet, at least.
Right.
Joined us somewhere along the road, or looking at Destiny for the first time, anybody who shows up on launch day is going to be greeted with this same uncharted world.
That's pretty cool.
Sealed experience, begging for you to be the first person to peel it open. So today is your invitation to go forth and adventure.
Woo!
Oh boy.
Here we go. Like this.
Right.
Where it all began.
No, they found us on a bridge, on the floor, on the ground. Come on. You guys ever played the game?
After all these years.
They show the Warlock, which means Warlocks are the true canon of the storyline.
Okay. There's a hunter right there.
Oh, I guess Titans are not canon.
Right.
Ooh, here we go.
Why you were chosen.
Typical warlocks always dying first.
Truth
It's
is,
because we got res.
I didn't know then.
Oh,
snap.
yeah.
It was just a feeling.
I'm pretty sure that was my exact outfit
Yeah.
in D1 too.
Tracks.
But I know now.
Can you imagine if you could like save a teammate like that?
All
Right.
we've seen,
It's Cayde.
all we've lost.
This is gonna be so cool.
What was that?
This fight might be our last. So I'm asking you one last time to rise.
There he is.
Yep. Yo!
Okay. I don't know what that was. That was sick.
That was sick, yeah.
227, so we have a date now.
Cool.
Dang.
Alright, let's get hype.
This is a momentous time in Destiny history. We've been building to this moment for the last 10 years.
The final shape is the conclusion to that journey. This is a moment in gaming that as a developer you just don't get very often.
Guardians and allies are fighting the biggest threat that the universe has ever seen in this big culmination of the Light and Darkness saga.
When we were thinking of what the final shape could be, it had to be a lot of different things. It needs to pay off this epic confrontation with the Witness that we've been setting up for years. It has to bring you closer to your allies in the Vanguard. It has to be this place that like makes you feel nostalgic for the entire journey you've been on.
When we were resurrected by Ghost at the very beginning of this story, we didn't know why, but it was for this. The Traveler is asking us for help, and it's our responsibility to protect every living thing in the universe from what the Witness intends to do.
This guy.
When we first
Yeah.
start the final shape, we are finally able to go through the portal that the Witness opened in the Traveler at the end of Lightfall.
Inside is the Pale Heart of the Traveler. That is the stage for our showdown with the Witness.
Okay, so Pale Heart is the location then?
The Witness has the darkness. It has always had a connection to it. The Pale Heart of the Traveler is what it's trying to use to gain connection to the light. So with both, it can enact its final shape.
The Witness looks around and sees a lack of purpose, no meaning. It wants to fix all that. So it's trying to put the universe into this frozen perfection where everything's just exactly how it thinks it's supposed to be. That is the final shape.
Interesting.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
If we're going to defeat the Witness, it's going to take everyone. Failure is not an option.
We're gonna need the Vanguard, all of our allies, and all the Guardians.
God,
to
I am so
rally
excited for
together.
that.
I'm very
Right.
curious if that's like a super or weapon.
Right.
Like, what is that?
It's an emote.
In the final shape, we're going to answer questions at the core.
That would hurt.
But what I find really interesting is that it's also a very personal journey where we deepen our relationships with these characters that we've known for so long. Zavala, Ikora, our Ghost, get to reconnect with Cayde 6. So, like, while there's this great conflict and everything going on around us and stakes of just unimaginable heights, it's still at the end a story told around campfires by a bunch of companions who have been fighting together for hundreds of years.
Darkness subclass?
Ooh, the old tower.
Oh.
We're going through the portal that the Witness has opened up to confront it and stop the final shape. Inside the Traveler
We going
is
back?
infinite, vast,
Hey, that looked like where
unknowable,
the speaker
and
room
we're
was.
landing on the Pale Heart, which is a fraction of really what is inside the Traveler.
Oh, that was in the Traveler.
Oh.
The Pale Heart is weird.
What?
Yeah?
It's a little strange. It makes you feel a bit uncomfortable. and it is also just so cool and artistic in the best way.
Dude, Destiny's art style is awesome.
Yeah.
It's so good.
This entered well ahead of any Guardians, and so it's had time to kind of shape what's there. When our Guardian enters, the rest of the Pale Heart starts getting shaped also around what we've experienced.
What?
Okay, that makes sense. That's why there's like artifacts and objects from
Yeah.
saw on your journey.
One of the most memorable locales from Destiny's past is the D1 tower.
Yeah.
It's really a labor of love from the Destiny team. The final shape means so much to everyone who's building it, and I think players are really going to be able to see that.
The Pale Heart is
Man.
our very
It's
first
so
linear
cool.
destination
Right.
that we've ever done. I would love it if players felt that they began their journey in a place of safety and feel it escalate in danger, in surrealness, because there is this beautiful evolution of the space.
They see things that are more and more wrong as they begin to go towards the Witness's monolith. It's kind of this omnipresent, foreboding thing off in the distance.
The weirdest things happen as you get closer to the monolith in the form of reshaping.
Dude, whatever he's been doing it unbothered for a year.
Yeah.
Just
That's wild.
wrong.
The sense of
What the
scale you
heck?
get out there, like as you're exploring these spaces and you're jumping on these reshaped cuboids of Earth, you feel tiny
Minecraft?
as a guardian.
Yeah.
You feel alone. You feel like you are not the force to be reckoned with that you have been. You're not the God Slayer right now. You're just this little person jumping from these massive pieces to massive pieces.
What the heck?
One of the things that we really tried to also capture is that the Witness keeps throwing everything it has at you. And so you're going to fight these new enemies, the subjugators.
Oh, okay. We saw them in the little
The
trailer.
new unit you're going to be facing.
It looked like they had
in the
Strand
final
and
shape.
Stasis.
Oh, okay, that's what those
Yeah.
were.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Power set. They're performing stasis powers and strand powers to face the Guardian, well, in support of all the other enemies you're fighting too.
They bring something entirely new to the battlefield, which is kind of this.
And now there's ads that are gonna suspend me.
Back there,
I'm done, dude.
Suspend and
And
freeze
freeze.
you.
freezing you in place, tangling you up.
I mean, being frozen's not new, but
Right.
they look tough.
They do.
We're focusing
They kind of
on
remind me of the new enemies we
Oh, the
got.
Tormentors.
The
Yeah.
Tormentors, yeah.
the most important thing in the universe at that moment. You
They
have
kind of look like the
to
boss that
stop shape from happening.
kicks you, whatever the name is.
Oh, yeah.
It looked a little like him, yeah.
And
Rolk.
so
Yeah,
we
Rolk,
wanted to
yeah.
Make sure that the core Vanguard team gets
That's so
back
cool to
together.
see them
Zavala
together
and
again.
Lycra
Right.
and Cayde.
The campaign is just the start of the Pale Heart. After you've reached the monolith and
The
finished
faces are
campaign,
kind of creepy
we
on the
open up
walls.
the
Right.
entire destination, and so the entire Pale Heart is going to react to you and what you are doing.
The campaign in the final shape doesn't really end with the final mission. The raids are where you defeat like the big bosses. So it's only natural that when you are going to confront the Witness, you're going to do that in the raid.
That makes sense,
that's
yeah.
The Witness is the raid boss?
This is a moment where we
That's
need
actually
Ryan
hype.
Guardian
It is so
to
hype.
be able to overcome the final shape and the Witness.
Yo. Yeah, it's like a Bowser's Castle going on.
Right.
All right, everyone, get your days off for the raid.
Oh, yeah,
we are
right.
definitely doing it.
In the final shape, we are inside the Traveler, very close to this energy. This allows us to have new supers, Arc, Solar, Void.
We want to create something
Wait,
that turns
wait,
into
wait,
an
wait.
offensive powerhouse.
New
but
supers
also
with our light
can benefit
subclasses?
your
Is that what he
allies.
just
I
said?
think so.
Kinda
Doesn't
sounds like
sound
it, huh?
Is this thread of
That's what that axe probably is. It's probably a new void weapon.
overcome the odds.
What?
Dope.
Yep,
Warlock
it is.
Super is this ultimate expression of solar energy coursing through your Guardian. This Solar Warlock Super is a callback to Radiance from D1.
Well, that sounds boring.
Yo!
This is the only other first-person super in Destiny right now. your melees, like all these projectiles.
Ah, sick. That's gonna be fun.
Let's
I can't wait
go.
to get snapped all day. Oh god.
It looks like the little moths from
Yeah.
Sabathun.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm burning everything, man. Burning it all to the ground.
Those sun bracers just.
Them to have their solar weapons applying scorch when they're shooting.
Of course.
Solar warlock aspect. When I cast my rift, it is going to create this little solar soul that when it sees an enemy, it launches.
So like Arc Soul.
Yeah.
Solar soul.
Or Void too.
It just feels very alive.
I like that. That is
Oh
so
boy.
cool.
That doesn't look broken. It looks fun.
Yeah.
It look fun.
It's a
Give it a second. Some players are like, well, if you combine this, it's just like.
right.
This is the only
I'm
range.
gonna check. I feel like the volume's really low.
In the game.
Okay.
The Titan jumps up
Wonder
into
why
the
it sounds so
air,
quiet.
summons this giant void axe, throws it, summons another one, throws it, summons another one, looks at a different group of enemies, throws it.
That's so
and when
cool.
these axes fly through the air, they stick into the ground or an enemy, do their void.
Oh, it brings them in.
Suck a bunch of
That's
enemies.
So it's like the
sick.
vortex
And then
nade.
explode. But that doesn't
Can it
destroy
call
the
back?
axe. The axe sticks around, and you and your allies can go and pick up that.
Oh.
axe.
Yo!
That's actually cool.
This super is insane to me.
The Void Titan aspect.
That could be really good for like DPS.
Yeah.
You pop that super and everyone's able to grab an axe.
The more
You get like a portable
Hey,
shield.
sick.
and then I can release that, and it creates this blast that deals massive damage.
Oh, that's gonna be sick.
That looks
Heck
more
yeah.
broken than the solar one, Gary.
Yeah.
It's all about finding the shortest distance between 2 points. The hunter kind of rears back, takes this knife, and throws it across the world. And then
So it's
is able
silence
to
and
blink
squall,
to
but-
its position, do the slash that just decimates
What?
everyone nearby.
One really great thing
Oh
about
man.
it, not just you do it once, but
Okay.
you're able to do it 3
So you're able to
times.
get from one room to the other and then just take everything
That
out
is
around you.
sick.
We take our staff, we twirl it in the air, which propels us upward. It creates this burst, which amplifies you and any allies near you.
It
Oh,
almost makes you
dude.
feel like you're playing a fighting
Neat.
game, right? Like these combos that you're chaining together to do these different moves. It like takes.
Oh god. PvP, I'm never gonna find the guys. That's crazy.
It feels like you're like riding the.
He
light
can't
train,
even
right?
handle me
Like,
jumping.
instantaneous,
Right?
That was good, but I think it's more like,
Sound effects showdown.
you know?
I like it. I like it.
Yeah, okay, these new
These gonna be sick.
these new supers are pretty cool.
Working on all sorts
So
of
I'm guessing we're not getting a new subclass. They
Probably
just, they
not.
just revamped the light ones, which hey, I'm cool with that.
I'm cool with
Right.
it
We're
too.
always playing with stuff that we think is like really interesting or taking inspiration. We have Tessellation, which is this exotic pyramid fusion rifle. It has the
That looks
really
really
intriguing
slick.
property of adapting your Guardian's current damage type.
This will be the first time that you can run a weapon that can adapt to be strand or stasis in the energy slot. So you'll be able to run an entirely strand or entirely stasis loadout.
That is
Yo, that is really
Wow.
You
cool.
can special reload to reshape your grenade and suck it into the weapon, and then fire out a super destructive single projectile.
Later.
What's the one specific exotic that I can make that's like really zany that you would like right now?
What if Golden Gun was a sniper rifle?
If you could harness the
Why?
might of the traveler.
Why?
The moment where we saw that traveler beam cutscene.
Gary's just thinking
Hold
of all
on,
the
hold on. We're making a gun that has the traveler beam.
Dope.
So we've got this opportunity.
So the
to
scarab
bring these
gun.
iconic
Yeah. Yeah.
weapons
Oh my
and
God.
Turn it into something that feels unique in Destiny 2.
We have to bring Kvotov into
Yes.
the fold.
Yay!
I like that.
Exotic pulse rifle.
And Dragon's Breath.
Dragon's Breath! I love that rocket launcher. That was my favorite.
In the final shape, we have new weapon subfamilies coming, broadening what existing weapons can be.
Really like bordering on exotic functionality. So for example, we've got a rocket pistol sidearm
What?
family. We always liked the special ammo sidearms.
A what? A
Sidearm
rocket?
family, he said.
Slow moving rockets. They hit very hard, do a bit of AoE damage.
Okay, that's neat.
Yeah, it is kind of neat.
Regular weapon and rocket launcher stats. We're also doing a new support weapon subfamily.
The support frame auto rifle is a type of legendary auto rifle. It'll let you switch seamlessly from firing at enemies to healing your allies.
Oh,
I'm really
okay.
excited to bring it to dungeons and keep my team alive, honestly.
Okay, it's kind of
Gary,
like
Crucible, you're just following me with that.
it's kind of like the
coming over the next few years. And some
The gun where you can give
wild
blessings.
Lumina, yeah.
which I'm pretty excited about.
Come on, take a load.
What if we put the gold gun into a sniper rifle? Okay, sure. All right.
Oh.
This place is only big enough for one dashing hero type, and that's me. So, I'm back. Hey, you two, give me a sec.
Yay!
Let's go, Cayde.
I was magnificent. This is great. Anyone want a hug? Get your rock off my map.
I love that.
Case scenario, you die, but who knows? Maybe you won't.
Still one of the greatest scenes.
Oh, yeah.
Definitely.
Easily.
Great cinematics.
Well, better get back to it.
It's like, kid, you only bought 6 rounds. Yeah, but there's 6 less enemies now.
In this moment where we're driving to the end of the Light and Darkness saga, it's great to see Cayde like return to this world at this moment with all this change about to culminate with this confrontation with the long-standing enemy, the Witness.
Cayde is the quintessential hunter. His presence casts such a long shadow over the story of Destiny, whether it was when he was alive or when he was dead.
What Cayde goes
That's
through
true.
in this journey, how he serves as a catalyst for the other characters, the events that are uncovered to have brought him back. This is how the story had to end. There was no end to the Light and Darkness saga that didn't have Cayde here alongside his friends to finish the job.
Oh, yeah. That's
Yeah.
cool. Yeah.
Once we started digging into the nature of the Pale Heart, I think that crystallized Cayde's role as a guide. Cayde is Virgil, and he's our guide through this other place. Cayde is the one who is the most appropriate person to be the guide, because that's his job. That's always been his job. It just feels so natural for Nathan to be back in the booth. It felt amazing to
Let's
just see him
go.
slip back into the role, like, without missing a beat.
Right, instantly.
In the flesh, or metal, as it were.
Cayde's the glue that's always held Zavala and Ikora together. Having him back puts them in a position of questioning where they've been and what they've done without him.
You think about the journey that Zavala's been on and how he's been taken down this dark path, and you think about the weight that's been on Ikora, having to hold the Vanguard together, having Cayde's voice of levity and brightness that he brings to that group. I think it's going to be great for them.
Well, at least we have each other.
We want people to take away that sense of reunion and that idea of like the gang being back together for this moment.
I'm here now.
It's perfect.
Yeah.
I wonder if we get a version of that exotic.
Oh, it's probably gonna be like an ornament for it.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking, like ornament.
Yeah.
The only gun in the game that's been its same state since launch.
Yeah, literally.
Space battles. I wish.
Dude.
Guardian.
The long dream running,
Ooh.
man.
Poses a dire threat.
Here we go. So this season storyline, right?
Maybe.
And the Witch Queen holds the answers
Yes.
we seek. But only if we contend with her sister, Zivu Araf. It rests with me. Will you come back from this? Do not be afraid.
Oh man.
What the heck? Whoa.
Dang.
What?
I love when Eris mourned all over the screen.
And have entwined it with your light. Assault the Spire, Guardian. And open the way to our tides.
That's sick.
That is really sick.
We get the freaking boomer gun.
That's cool.
What a transformation.
Oh god, there's more symbols.
More symbols for you to memorize.
Every opponent you defeat.
Oh, those are finishers. Lame. The gear looks sick.
Wow.
Does,
I'm just
yeah.
trying to figure out why she's like that. What are they trying to do here?
Rises for your brutal tributes. Let us show her what it is to be Hive.
You
Wait, is that actually her?
Zivu Wrath.
Season of the Witch.
Was that supposed to be Zivu?
I think so.
I wonder if she's like the big bad for this season, which is kind of interesting.
I mean, we had to fight her sooner or later.
Yeah.
Hive spells, and now we finally get to cast them.
At the end of Season of the Deep, we learn that Savathun has the key to getting into the portal that we need to go into. That means we have to go find Imaru, her ghost. Imaru's like, not so fast. We've got a bigger problem first, and that bigger problem's name is Zivu Arath. If we fight her, she only gets stronger. Eris has an idea. It's a really
good
It's
idea.
a wild ass idea, yeah.
Okay.
She determines, like, well, the best way to fight fire is with fire. We are channeling all of that energy that we're creating by going through, by eliminating enemies, and we're tithing to our friend Eris.
Oh, wow.
What does that mean for the characters and the player to kind of like be?
So she's like kind of stealing the Goddess of War mantle from Zivu a little bit.
Yeah.
Into the player then. That ability to have overwhelming magical power, that risk and reward into all of our activities and systems experiences. And so that's what led us to come up with things like Deck of Whispers. It's this magical deck of cards that creates amazing synergies with your buildcraft meta and with buffs and the activities.
They can then choose these cards at will, whichever ones they want, and then that really leads into the
Dude, this season looks great.
Yeah, this is a really great looking season so far.
Season starts today.
Yeah, we all hopping on.
Yes, sir.
That element into Destiny gameplay has just been like, oh, chef's kiss. It's really fun.
Man, it'd be cool to be one of the design teams on here for Bungie.
I have so much respect for him. This can't be easy.
No,
not
We
at
have
all.
one of the most demanding communities in like gaming history.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here's our new 3-player offensive. You're doing a lot more with the Lucent Hive magic, but it's got a high amount of combatant density. It's got additional random encounters that you can come across.
The Witch's Spire itself, Savathun's Spire, was like her reliquary.
What in the I see you.
As much as you can in order to become a master spellcaster, right? To become like Savathun. The Altar of Summoning's activity is really exciting because you can spend like 20 minutes in it.
Warlock's gonna be strong this season, I see.
3-player experience.
This season of the Witch.
Yeah.
It's our time.
Through this activity, you're filling the tithing bucket. As that tithing bucket is filled up, you'll get progressively more rewards. And then finally at the end, it'll cash out and you'll get a whole mess of rewards.
We really wanted to make sure that there was a home for any exotic mission content coming in seasons after the year has passed. And so we developed what we're calling the Exotic Mission Rotator.
Right away, we're getting Presage, Vox Obscura, and Operation Seraph.
Okay.
This is some of the most fun content the team has making. It's some of the content the fans and players of Destiny love the most.
Oh,
the
the
most
Rotator's
exciting
good.
thing
Yeah,
that is good.
That's cool.
The missions themselves is that every time we put a mission inside of that rotator, the exotic that comes alongside of it will become craftable.
Oh.
Wow.
That guy got absolutely
Season of the
obliterated.
Witch, we have a
Wow.
brand new Vex lo-fi PvP map coming. It's really exciting. It's got a bunch
Oh
of
yeah, the new
really
PvP
tight
map.
gameplay experiences. We wanted to make sure that we focused the combat a little bit more. With the new Vex network map, we really wanted to make sure we hit is like, hey, you're shoulder to shoulder more often. There's not as much deep sight lines that you're interacting with. And a lot of the flow of the map is actually built around this like kind of central pillar of the Vex network that you're orienting around. And there's also
So it looks like Igneous Hammer is good
we've got a
again.
new PvP game mode coming.
Yeah,
It's
I
all
think
about
120 hand cannons are going to be pretty good after
not
the.
just one
Sweet.
like the Scorch game mode from the past. So we've got the shield coming from Vault of Glass. We've got the spear.
Yeah, I did hear about
We've
this.
got the scythe from.
That's really cool.
Yeah, so you're going to be reaping guardians with that thing. It's a lot more tactical gameplay. It's all about running around the map, claiming these relic dispensers, and then grabbing them in order to push for victory.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Take what I need. The words in my throat are the weapon in my fist.
We were feeling
And
pretty
she didn't ever get the day
this
off.
season, obviously.
Nope.
There's something in the air. And so we're thinking about, like, what's a good raid reprisal that
Her
would really
voice
suit,
actress is
this very
phenomenal.
heightened
Yeah.
Yes.
There's only one answer.
Crota.
Crota's in.
Oh.
Is the raid returning.
The PTSD in me.
Hey Gary, you're gonna run in for us again, aren't you?
Oh god. Oh. Well, farming weapon stuff is gonna be cinched now.
Yeah.
All the thrall down there.
Yep.
Yep.
Oh god. Oh god.
Oh, the memories, man.
Yeah.
The gear here was sick though.
It was.
Well, dude, that was the what's it called? The where you shoot to make a thrall explosion?
The what was that? The necroclasm?
Yes,
Like
it was
that?
necroclasm.
Yeah.
It was a preform of it. It looked like.
Don't get smacked. Don't get smacked.
that armor set's from the Age of Triumph Crota armor set.
It looked like it said that begins September 1st.
Cool.
Yeah.
My freaking brain. I'm already stressing. I'm already sweating right now.
Just when you thought you were out and then Crota comes behind and still smacks you.
Why is he?
Want to reduce those power barriers as well as catch people up on key story beats and make sure that they have a really great and easy time connecting with other players.
Have you seen the community?
We're
not a skill issue.
to make power more simple and easy to understand, and also lowering the barrier to entry.
It's going to make it easier for players who have not been able to jump into game easily because they were held back by the challenges in grinding for the power levels that are required by these different activities.
One of the major changes that's going to be happening starting with the final shape is there are going to be a certain number of activities that are going to be power fixed. So it doesn't matter kind of what power level you are going into it, you're always going to be able to approach it. There's still going to be tiers of difficulty that you can do, things that are just meant to be experienced a certain way.
Things like Nightfall strikes that will still have power enabled, and that's where we're
That
really
makes
gonna
sense.
focus
Yeah.
the whole power climb.
The raids, the contest modes that everybody loves to engage with, that experience is fundamentally going to be staying the same.
I'm excited for this because I think there will be a lot more clarity for players in terms of understanding the relative difficulty of things, where they sit now.
Okay, so we all need to take like the week final shape comes out off.
Yeah, I agree.
And like grind and then do the raid.
Right. Yeah.
So we're introducing something that we're calling Fireteam Power.
You can actually bring your friends along to play any dungeons and raids in the game without having to wait them to be at a certain power level.
Oh.
The person with the highest power in your fire team is actually going to bring all
That's
the
really
others
nice.
close to their power level, which means that
Nice.
there's no barriers really for any other guardian to join you in this high level content.
When it's combined with Fireteam Finder, it also allows you to find strangers, people you've never played with before, and have that same experience. That's all regardless of
Oh joy!
in your fire team.
Fireteam Finder
That's great. I'm glad that's a thing.
Yeah, totally.
aimed at helping connect and find other people to complete the best and most aspirational content in Destiny. We have a tag system that allows
That's
players
really
to-
cool, actually.
It is, because then if you really want to hop into the raid, you don't have
Oh,
to do.
that's cool.
Really here to have a good
Oh, I really
There's
like
tags.
that.
Okay.
I really like that.
Allows players to show a little bit more personality, show a little bit more about what they're about. I think what's really great about
Aw.
it is with this launch, we're also looking
Emojis.
at including
Emojis.
inclusion tags.
As an example, one of the inclusion tags that we have are for colorblind players. Hopefully the inclusion tags will bring
Oh, wow.
players closer to finding their community and even closer to the people that they're playing with. So once a listing goes live, players will be put into a listing lobby where players can gather, they can communicate with each other. So we wanted to make it as convenient and as easy as possible for players to not just sit and stare at a screen for a long time while their listing actually fills up.
As a gamer who's typically more solo, I'm especially excited about this because it really is about helping reduce that anxiety and burden that comes with trying to make a new connection.
Nice.
Very cool.
Yeah, I was saying, there is
That's actually
usually a
really
bit of that. It's
I'm
like,
gonna be using that a lot.
Yeah, exactly.
The feature coming out today that I'm incredibly excited about is timeline reflections. Essentially what we have done is we've went back to previous expansions and pulled out missions that we felt really represent key narrative beats.
I
of our
love
story.
this.
We are going to have
Wow.
a mission for Forsaken, mission for Beyond Light, as well as a mission for Witch Queen.
chance to go back and revisit.
The neat thing about these missions is they're not going to be like one-to-one for how you would experience them in the campaign. You're also going to get additional pieces of narrative fed to you to like identify like, hey, this is why it's important that this happened, and here are the people you met along the way.
Oh, I love that. That is so cool.
Final shape is Cayde's last stand from Forsaken. This is a moment that a lot of players, new and old, are going to come back to Destiny. I think this is just the right time to introduce features that are going to allow those players to jump right in and find people to play with. Content regardless of their
Give them ways to catch up.
We're
This
reaching
is
the
for
end
what's
of
after.
this 10-year journey. What comes next?
The episodes. And the new way we're going to tell stories moving forward.
What's really important about episodes is that it's a really big shakeup to what we've been doing. Instead of providing 4 seasons a year, you are going to get 3 larger episodes. And so the first 3 episodes in this coming year are called Echoes, Revenant, and Heresy. It's coming right after the final shape.
We're not getting
And
seasons.
the theme for the year is going to be all about the consequences and aftermath of the final shape. I think what's really the cornerstone of the episode model that we're building is the 3-act structure.
Oh,
okay.
Act as these anchors for us to introduce new weapons, new artifact mods, new activities. There's going to be new missions coming around the core. There'll be new story moments in every single one of these acts. We're actually providing
So every 6
more
weeks is a new
cinematic
act.
styled experiences throughout the final shape year and the episodes with it than any of the seasons we've ever developed before.
These new stories are actually playable as standalone. Like each episode is something you can experience, whether you've been playing Destiny for 10 years or this is your first one.
You're going to be able to basically enjoy them in any order you want to.
I think the opportunity with this big epic moment.
So it's not like
is that
building
we
to
get
a
to
overarching
innovate
story.
the game. We get to move the game forward.
It's all about change frequently. It's all about deeper story moments. It's all about more weapons, more loot, more often. And it really provides the team with a platform to go much deeper into the themes and fantasies and story of any individual episode as compared to the seasons you know of today.
I'm so excited to see what the narrative team can do with this kind of new platform of storytelling. Episodes provides this awesome foundation for the future of
We
Destiny.
finally gonna take care of
Moving into
him.
the next stage of
Right.
Destiny.
Yeah.
I think some people look at the final shape and they think Destiny 2 is coming to the end. And in many ways, it's the opposite. We're leaning in. We're putting the pedal to the metal. Episodes provide us a new, innovative way for players to engage with Destiny 2 throughout the year.
So that's after we beat the witness, right?
Yeah.
A guardian. Devotion, bravery, sacrifice. We know that we were chosen for a reason. By something greater than ourselves.
Guardian. Guardian? Eyes up, Guardian.
Shaped by the fires of each new battle, we are forged and sharpened into what we must become for the fight ahead. We are the final line that halts the second collapse.
All of us. Every Titan. Every Warlock. Every Hunter.
What is it the Guardians say? Devotion inspires bravery.
Bravery inspires sacrifice.
Pain sacrifice leads to death. The line between light and dark is so very thin.
Such a cool parallel.
Oh, yeah, that was cool.
Let's cross it together.
There are things out in the dark that only the dark
So
can overcome. Trust me.
You've heard the stories of the Traveler's sacrifice, of darkness descending upon humanity.
Our purpose is its end. This time, there is no escape.
Love that it comes right back to that tagline.
Right.
It's going to be an exciting year for Guardians. We get to make good on a promise that we made way back in 2014. There was classic rock blasting, a fire team racing across our solar system, and at the end, a simple message: become legend. Today, you got a glimpse at how we'll be cementing your legend in this upcoming year. We're going to be heading inside the Traveler, experiencing a destination unlike anything we've ever built before. We'll face
Yeah,
the
that place
biggest
looks
bad
crazy.
we've ever
Yeah.
made. And we'll do this all alongside a streamlined progression system, allowing us to easily play with friends in any content in the game. And as the dust settles in the final shape, we're going to continue our legends in Echoes. It's Destiny's first episode in a new phase of storytelling for Guardians with brand new conflicts born from the resolution of the Light and Darkness saga. These first episodes are just the beginning. But if you're chomping at the bit to see how the Light and Darkness saga is going to kick off the future of Destiny 2, we've got a ton of great content for you to jump into today. Going live after this, we've got Season of the Witch with a new story,
Heck yeah.
new weapons, new armor, new activities, and new PvP content, all alongside a series of story catch-up missions, allowing any of your friends to jump into the game and get up to speed on what's happening in this world. Then, next week, a brutal reprisal of Crota's End is going to join the ranks of our aspirational content.
I'm excited for that.
I can't wait to see you all in the throne world as we learn more about the final shape and how we can stop it.
You think Glowhu returns?
Oh, I hope so. Still one of the best shaders.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that shader.
Mm-hmm.
Do not be afraid. Bring me your tithes.
There's still one more season after this one before Final Shape, right?
Yeah.
I wonder what that one's gonna be about.
Season Reducted.
Shut up.
This fight might be
Redacted.
So I'm asking you to
I love how just two dead Guardians right there.
I know, didn't
Yeah.
emote on their bodies?
Yeah.
So it's toxic?
Wow.
They're toxic too? Damn it.
That's crazy.
Literally get good. Oh,
Collector's
let's see what
Edition.
this is. I bet it's Cayde.
My wallet is gonna be screaming.
Is it gonna be a tower? That'd be cool.
That could be cool.
Mini tower, that'd be sick,
Yeah.
dude.
When we create a collector's edition, we try and recreate items from the universe for players to enjoy.
Have they done a Traveler one yet?
So this
I
year
think so.
we're doing a
Yeah, it's this tower!
We really try to work hard at thinking about 10 years of Destiny and how best to encapsulate that experience.
Even as the game dev who've worked on
Take my money.
How much is this?
Be the
I want all of it.
exciting for us.
I'll take
It's
two.
gonna kind of catalog
So I can break
the
one.
journey of a player
Bring
from
that
when they
lights
started
up.
playing Destiny all the way to now.
Let's put them on our shelf back
It's
there.
kind of like the beacon.
Oh, heck yeah.
Your place you can call home.
You know you're gonna have to do an unboxing video of that.
What? The
Dude.
Vanguard mentors.
Dude, that is awesome.
Architectural model.
And there's a lot of like hidden messages and hidden things.
There's
have
gonna
to
be
ruin
some
my
fun
shelves for that.
surprises. We're always trying to push the envelope.
Gotta make a whole
And
shelf
so
now.
We've been playing a lot with magnetic locks and sound effects and lights. Just sort of make this experience as a whole really
About
special.
$300.
It's sort of the perfect symbol.
That's what I'm guessing. It's probably right around there.
For it.
Me too.
How much did you say?
300.
300.
Yeah.
No, that sounds about right.
Yeah.
Could be anywhere between 200 to 300.
Well, you know it's serious when they're not telling us.
Yeah, you know it's money. No, it's gonna be $7,777.
Oh.
And you play the game,
And then
you hit
you
the most
get the
trial,
discount.
and you get the discount, it brings it down to $700.
Only 700.
You know for sure
I'm
that's
saving like 1,000%.
math, right? Easy. That's sick though.
That is really sick.
Yeah,
If it's-
I want that. I might have to.
If I don't have to sell a limb for it, I might invest in that.
Yeah.
I might have to get that.
Destiny really popped off this.
Okay, so no new darkness subclass.
Which,
I'm okay with that.
That's gonna disappoint a lot of people.
It will, sure.
But it's
What
not
would-
like we're getting nothing.
But
No.
what do you think would be the other subclass? Because
Who
there's
even knows,
Stasis,
man?
Strand, and
What if that third subclass for darkness is actually, for the time being, only usable in the raid against the witness? So it's
Oh,
like
I see.
so it's like something that we end up discovering in the raid, and that's essentially what we have to use.
right, like
Yeah.
the like the orange radiating light stuff that they use. Like, you know how you guys shoot like the prisms and they glow orange and stuff.
Oh yeah.
Or like Rogue's abilities and stuff like that. It's like
Yeah.
that orange beam and stuff.
Maybe. Yeah.
I'm just like looking at the chat.
Uh-huh.
A lot of people saying don't buy LL.
Sure.
Don't pre-order.
Yeah.
Do not buy Final.
It looks
Final
pretty
Scam.
The final scam.
Well,
oh no.
Jesus, man.
No.
I'm gonna close that.
Close it, yeah.
Do not buy
but-
Final Scam.
But you gotta think about it. Like, the reason why people are saying don't pre-order or whatever is because of how Lightfall kind of turned out.
I know.
So,
Dude, everybody's gonna be a hater.
yeah.
Everybody hates on everything.
Yeah.
I mean, like,
Just buy it.
look, the campaign for Lightfall wasn't great,
No.
but I
was
loved
awesome, though.
I loved everything else
Yeah.
about the DLC.
Yeah.
Dude, if you enjoy something, just buy it and
Like, I
enjoy
loved
it.
all the
Like,
weapons. I love Strand.
Yeah,
I
me
think
too.
Neomona's still cool looking.
It is super
Yeah.
cool. Very
Like,
neon pump.
I still had fun.
Yeah,
you know?
me too.
I definitely don't hate Lightfall. I
Yeah.
just don't think it's as good as Witch Queen.
Right. Is there anything you guys want to point out that you want to talk about in this? I think for me, I am super excited about the new supers. Like the new supers and abilities.
No, I think the community taglines and stuff is gonna be so.
That's
great
gonna be
because
really
that
cool,
seems to
too.
be a lot of big issue for a lot of people. Is a lot of people don't get to experience the raids, don't get to experience the dungeons that high
Right.
level and stuff like that because they don't have all their friends to play or no one to play with.
Right.
And this allows them to finally like, hey, I'm a first timer without being absolutely roasted for not having like a certain armor build.
And that's the kind of cool thing behind that too, is it's like, say one of us is playing Destiny, but all of our friends are not currently playing at the time. It's just like, okay, well, I still want to try the raid.
Exactly.
So
Yeah.
now I could finally go and try it with a bunch of other people, but I could set my, filters to being with the exact type of people I want to be around. So
I also love that you can bring in any of your friends, no matter their light level, and it scales it to the
Yeah,
highest.
I
I
love
think that's
it. Yes,
great. That's such a great idea. I
It
love
does
You
that.
guys are gonna be riding off my level.
Well, yeah, 100%.
Hey, I'm only like 5 levels lower than you.
I know. I'm excited for the Pale Heart location.
Yes, totally.
So he's pretty much completely imbued with darkness, and his whole thing is that he's trying to imbue himself with the light too.
Right.
Right. He wants to.
That way, because I guess fully having control of both will allow him to create the universe as he wants it.
He wants it, yes.
I say he, I should say they.
They, right? Because it's a whole.
It's literally a whole civilization in one being.
Yeah, exactly.
He's like a Thanos, pretty much. He's trying
Yeah,
to
yeah. I
balance
mean,
it.
honestly,
they just have an idea of how things should be and are
He
going to
wants
go
to
to great lengths to get it done,
Yeah,
regardless
exactly.
of what anyone else wants.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which is honestly really such a great motive for like a great villain in storytelling.
Yeah,
I believe it should be like this, so I'm gonna do everything in my power to make it this way.
It's like-
Exactly.
They gotta be selfish.
Yeah,
And
it's very-
narcissistic.
Yeah. It's the best kind of villains.
I really love the idea of Cayde being a guide through the storyline.
Yeah.
And the fact too that we're gonna get the 3 like vanguards together for like one final time as
See,
well.
I guess the thing I'm wondering is if Cayde can leave the Pale Heart.
I'm not. Here's the thing.
You know
I
what I
don't
mean?
think
Like,
so.
like, is he like only able to exist there?
Probably.
Like if he comes out, is he like just dead still?
I think the Pale Heart's like the heaven of like the Guardians.
it kind of seems like it's more like the memory of the universe.
That's what I was gonna say. So
yeah.
them being inside the Traveler, where there's that connection with the Veil right now, that's probably what's bringing Cayde back. Is it's more so a memory of Cayde that's helping us.
So do you think
through
it's
this.
like a construct? Do you think he's not actually there? It's just like a construct that's
That's what I'm
inside?
wondering.
Because because they said that in the Pale Heart, like the Pale Heart shapes in like your like Guardian's past and history, so like memory. So do you think like Cayde is like a construct and not actually there?
Yeah, like is it just like a memory?
Like a vision or like construct.
It's Cayde as like Ikora and Zavala remember him.
Yeah.
But it's not
He's
actually.
not
it's not actually
him. I
him.
think like it's a construct.
Yeah, because the only way it's actually him is if like his soul is straight up there or something.
Right.
Right. Like,
Yeah.
So.
Which I kind of get the idea that that's not what this place is
Yeah,
so much
I mean,
anymore.
we haven't really been. I'm sure that's going to be like some of the lore behind this place, which I'm very excited to read.
Me too. Yeah.
Do you think that's only a place for people that are like that have the ghost have died?
Yeah, like
so
they
like
have the
Amanda.
light.
So like, do you think Amanda's not going to be there? Do you think-
Probably not.
'cause she's not a Guardian.
Like maybe it's people who wielded the light.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I like the episodes
Yeah,
the episode is
cool.
really
It's
cool.
not gonna be like final shape. Okay, Destiny's done.
I get what they're trying to do with it too, because instead of having like 4 seasons that tell the story of like Witch Queen or Lightfall, they're standalone stories.
Yeah.
Like that's what they were very clear about.
Yeah.
Is that like you don't have to play any of them in a certain order.
No.
Right.
So yeah, it seems like after Final Shape, they're kind of moving past here comes Thanos, you know, like yeah, this is 10 years to lead the Thanos. No, now it's just like, hey, the Vex are getting reckless on this week. Go take care of them. It's like, oh, the Hive are doing something.
Yeah.
Because like
it's like villain of the week almost.
Yeah, and because they're still all gonna be around. Like all the villains and all the enemies are still gonna be around and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So
and it wouldn't surprise me if that's kind of like the theme running now for the next couple of years. But maybe in the background we start to see
they'll work
kind of
towards
like,
something again.
Something
they're probably in the like draw board stage.
Yeah.
Destiny 3 wins returns.
They gotta go. They gotta come up with the next big bad if they want to keep it going. Right?
Yeah.
Right.
But they don't seem like they're filler content. You know,
Yeah.
like they seem
like story relevant.
Well, it's cool because there's a lot of characters in the game that are still a problem that haven't been taken care of yet. Like they don't have to focus so hard on the narrative anymore.
No, it's now it could just be like more world building.
Yeah.
Like exploring the world of Destiny.
Which I'm like down for. It sounds fun. I want the game to get better.
Yeah.
Game's great.
Oh yeah?
Always great. It's never lull.
Yeah, you didn't want to bash your head into a wall playing Crucible the other day?
That's different. I'm just bad. That doesn't count. The game's good. I'm bad.
I can't help you there.
I think one other thing that I really liked from the showcase is the fact that we're going to be able to go back and revisit old missions that are going to have added narrative story elements to it.
because there's missions from like the Red War and Forsaken that I missed because they were fun.
Yeah.
Right. I mean, I know how much Gary loves that Red War mission where you're in the sun.
Oh no!
I know you really love that one.
That's my favorite mission.
Any last thoughts before we wrap it up?
That's it. Let's wrap this up.
All right,
Destiny play.
Yeah. Well, guys, that'll do it for us today. Thank you so much for watching today's reaction. And if you liked today's video, be sure to hit like and subscribe. And if you want to take it a step further, check us out on Patreon. And until next time, we're out.
Peace.